Hello everyone, this is Candace from Return to Avalon, and I am here for this week's reading. I actually already pulled some cards yesterday because the energy in the world was crazy. I got home from work and I felt like we were living in a dystopian novel or something. Just looking on the internet, I didn't feel that out in the world so much. We did actually have a lot of people come into the bookstore wanting dystopian books, like the older ones that came out a long time ago, because they said they were scared. So there is a lot of fear, and there is a lot of anger. There's a lot of stuff coming up. It's a time of healing. It's great healing. The earth is purging. We are purging and healing. We are going through a great transformation right now, and it's a lot. And we are all here to do certain things. Like, we have incarnated at this time to do something. You know, each of us is different. So some people are called to do things like march and speak their voice loudly, publicly, and that is very important. There are others that are meant to spread joy and love and healing, and all of this comes in different ways. You know, this could be through art, this could be through writing, this could be through meditations. We are all doing things differently. No matter what you're doing, you shouldn't feel guilty about it not being right. So I guess what comes to mind is, for me, I find myself sometimes feeling a little bit bad that I'm not out there physically marching. I had to work, actually, when they had the Women's March. I had to work when there was this thing in the airports, which I didn't even know about until afterwards. But I feel guilty that I'm not out there physically doing stuff more. I am doing stuff as far as, you know, I go to work, and we are doing a lot in the store. This is a lot of crazy emotion, and when I tap into this, it's very emotional for me. And I get this way even at work, because I feel that energy, and I feel that all that different emotion, I guess, is what I'm saying. It's just, everybody is a little bit different. Some people are just kind of, you know, skimming over it all, not really giving it a lot of thought. Maybe they're just outwardly seem like they're okay, but internally they're not. I don't know. But at the bookstore, we're doing things like having, we have a lot of diversity tables set up. So some of that is like books about immigration, people who have immigrated to America, books on color diversity, on LGBTQ, on, you know, anything like that. And we have these up and in the store in different areas. I have 2 tables up for sure, but I keep pulling out more stuff, and I kind of set them on other tables, and I'm kind of starting to take over other areas of the store. But we all are on the same page in the store about that it's really important to educate people about all these different things, you know. And I'm not, you know, this isn't even being political. I think this is just, you know, it's coming up because of the political situation, but this is how we are always in the store. We're always pushing diverse books and banned books, all these things that come up that some people are a little bit uncomfortable with, but we think it's really important to bring this up, to push it to the forefront of people's minds. So I should probably mention the date. It is January 29th. The reading I'm doing, I actually did yesterday on January 28th, 2017. I'm going to show those cards and show the message that I'm getting from the fairies about them, and then I have a feeling that I'm going to be pulling a couple more cards. As I do this, I've already applied some essential oils, and I want to tell you a little bit of a story about that. I was actually applying it was a mixture of essential oils called Merlin. So it was a few different ones, and it's a perfume oil, in that, you know, it's a mixture of different oils meant to have an certain energetic vibration to connect with Merlin. And as I was applying that oil to my throat chakra and my third eye, my husband is watching YouTube, and I could hear it in the background. And as I was applying it, they started talking about amber and Merlin using amber. And I thought, wow, I mean, this is like such an amazing thing. Like, I don't know what the sign is for this, but it's like a message, that this is right, that I'm on the right track here, that I was applying that Merlin oil for a reason, and it's not one I use all the time. I just had this feeling I wanted to do it, and it was like after I had picked it up and I was like applying it to me that I heard that on the TV, and I was just like, wow, okay, this is really cool. And I tried to find my piece of amber, but I could not find it. So I guess I'm not supposed to talk about amber, but I think I'm going to be doing some more research on amber to learn a little bit more about it. It is not a crystal, but it is a resin, and it has a vibration like anything else. It has a vibration, but it has healing properties to it. So one thing I want to talk about a little bit is that we need to remember to stay grounded. So I'm using Balanced Essential Oil. I just breathe it in, and then I just kind of visualize my feet growing roots into the earth, and it just kind of keeps me grounded. It's very important to stay grounded right now. There's so much crazy emotions, but we need to be able to ground our energy so that we're able to take in that light that comes into us, so that we can, hold that vibration on earth. And if you are interested in purchasing any of these oils, just let me know. I can give you that link through me. So the first card that I pulled yesterday was Unity. So when I pulled the cards, I was actually specific that I wanted some insight to the situation and the world and everything that's going on right now, specifically right now. So I wanted some guidance on that and what that energy is. So the first card is Unity, and I think this is like really clear. Like, all we need is that one word, unity. So the fairies are coming in, and they're telling us, that this is our time to come together, to work together, to put together these new plans, that we are speaking out and we are changing the world together. So we saw that when there was a Women's March. We saw that when there was the airport thing. I don't even know what they called it. It was just yesterday. I didn't really see much except for some things on Facebook. But we are coming out and speaking about these things together, in whatever way we do that. I mean, that can be through art and whatever. I'm not saying, that you need to get out there and physically do it. But this is about us coming together, and as we do this, we are actually helping other people to wake up, to realize, their own purpose, their own joy, and the change that needs to be in the world. So some of these things are things that, many people can fight for. They fight for healthcare, they fight for immigration, they fight for lots of things. Okay, there's so many different things. It doesn't, because they are fighting for these things to be, legal, I guess, to be right, for things to be right, for us to have the healthcare insurance and whatever. Doesn't necessarily mean that they are spiritually awakened. But as we work together on these things, that we are leading people to opening their eyes to the bigger picture. There we go. My hands didn't seem to go on screen. To this big, huge, I guess knowledge is a word. Like, there's so much knowledge there, so many different things. And as we work with these people, and we work together, and we work through these things together as a team, as United Front, we wake these people up to all these other things in this bigger picture that's so much bigger. Now, we need to keep in mind these are actually really major cards, and these are not I mean, these are big. This is a big thing. Sorry, the computer keeps moving. It's sitting on my legs. So, the next card is another big one, the Empress. So it's funny because this one goes together so perfectly with unity. It's like the message just kind of flows together, because the Empress is about taking action, really stepping up and really doing something that you believe in, that you know is right. It's following your intuition and really stepping up to the plate. And you can do that, you know, with other people in unity. Or you might be the kind of person that, if you're an artist, maybe you prefer to sit at home and do your art or your writing or whatever it may be, but it's time to step up and take that action. And in doing these things, you are still being united with other people. I do think maybe it's important to remember to step outside that, like, don't be a complete hermit. Like, it's important to communicate with other people, even if it's just on the internet and whatever. But the Empress is really about, you know, taking action and stepping up to the plate and adding creativity to that. So this doesn't have to be, you know, the traditional ways of everything. Like, add creativity to it. Be creative with however you are taking action. And then the last card that I got, you know, in this specific reading was Four of Summer. So this card is about like not noticing, not being aware of things happening in the world or happening to you, or things that are maybe right under your nose that you just aren't noticing. Like, you're daydreaming, you're off in la la land, maybe you're in denial. Maybe you think everything is just going to be okay, everything is going to work out, this does not affect me. That's not true. It does affect you. It affects the whole world. You know, as things are going, we aren't going to have a world anymore, an earth anymore. So we all need to, you know, step up in whatever way is right to us. But it's important to do so. It's important to really step up there. And it's important to be grateful for what we do have, because we do have so much already. So if you're watching this video, you probably have home. You have food to eat, even if it's like government assistance, which is okay too. You probably have a job. You have income of some sort, we'll just say that. You have much more than many other people, and how it could possibly be. There are countries that are war-torn, and people are running for their lives, or they're refugees that are trying to escape their countries. That really don't have a home. Many have lost family members. But we really need to just be grateful that we have so much. And we need to remember that we focus on these good things that we have. So, yes, we are fighting for what is right. We are coming together to fight for things that are right. But we also are not focusing on the bad things. We are remembering to focus on all the good things that we have in our life, all these wonderful things that are just right here and amazing, and that we're really, really lucky to have. So I think that is pretty clear. I'm just going to pull another card here. So I'm just asking the fairies. They give us, you know, whatever message we need at this time for this week. Okie dokie. Another big card. The Sun. So the Sun is about things will work out. Things will be okay. But, I mean, we already know that things are going to be hard. But if we know that it will be okay, that things will work out and be okay, it helps. You know, we focus on those good things and we be grateful for all the things that we have. So this one also has a little bit of using our creativity and our ideas for good, for bringing about change. So I think it's important for us to remember to take that time each day. For some of us it's meditations, for some it's journaling. We all have our doing art. We all have our way of kind of clearing our mind, and it's all a form of meditation. We just need to take that time to let these ideas come in, to soak into us and inspire us to action, to do, you know, what we need to do. So, okay, just a minute here. I'm getting some stuff. So I keep getting his trumpet. So he's blowing on a trumpet. And I'm getting something like we need to play our own tune. Play to our own tune. So yeah, the fairies are coming through, and the unicorns, actually. This card has a unicorn on it. The unicorns are in the same realm as angels, not fairies, but they are a great help to us. You know, they can be very helpful to us. And in this card, I'm really getting that we need to remember to do things to our own tune and not feel like we need to do what everybody else is doing. And I've already talked about that quite a bit, that it's important that we follow our own path and not necessarily do what everybody else is doing. I think that it is important that people are getting out there in the marches and really voicing things loudly in groups and really showing this amazing, huge partnership and this coming together of so many people. This speaks volumes. This is really important, but it's not going to be for all of us. It is not the right path for all of us, that we need to do things our own way. And the plans that we lay out are the plans that we are meant to take. We can't doubt that. So you have to follow your intuition and what is right exactly for you. And we need to be grateful because we really still have so much stuff in our life. So I'm getting that, you know, if you're not doing a gratitude journal right now, it's a good idea to do one. I'm getting that making affirmations to be able, or doing affirmations every day along with the gratitude is really going to help, because remember, it's really important that we can hold the light here, that we're able to ground the light that comes in, and it's going to flow through us, and it's going to go into the earth, which is healing. It heals, it helps the earth, it heals the earth, and that is what we are here. We're here to help the earth and help each other, but being able to bring in this light and do this for us, for the people, for the earth, for so much. It's really, really important. And it's not something we can take lightly, I guess. Maybe we feel like we aren't special because so many of us are doing it, but we are. We chose to incarnate at this time to do this. So we need to make sure we do that. And we need to be responsible for that by taking care of ourselves, by grounding ourselves, by taking time for the messages to come through. So taking time for meditation or quiet time, for spending time in nature, whatever it is for you, to allow that to come in. And also it's important that we are creative, because creativity brings a sense of balance and flow to our life, and it helps things kind of come together. It's like a piece to the puzzle to make everything work properly. So a lot of times creativity kind of gets pushed aside, but it shouldn't. It's a very important thing. So this has been over 20 minutes now, so I am going to go, but I just really, really, really want to stress how important this message is. These are all major cards, and they are we need to listen to them. We need to pay attention to this message that has come through. So I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and the fairies are sending lots of love as well. So I will see you guys all again next week. Have a wonderful week.